Greetings to everyone out there and welcome back to Around the Clock. Alright everyone, early this morning Nintendo revealed the new Nintendo Switch OLED model to the world, and already it has created quite a controversy. You have a lot of people who like the console and a lot of people who don't. But we're not going to talk about that in this video. In this video, we're going to discuss the key differences between the Nintendo Switch OLED model, the regular Nintendo Switch, and the Switch Lite. So let's get right into it, starting off with the price. As you can see here, the Switch OLED model is priced at $349.99. The regular Nintendo Switch is priced at $299.99 and the Switch Lite is $199.99. At the moment, it doesn't seem like Nintendo is going to lower the price of the current Nintendo Switch or the Switch Lite, so it looks like these prices are here to stay. The OLED model as well as the regular Nintendo Switch can play your games in TV mode, tabletop mode, and handheld mode, while the Switch Lite only can play your games in handheld mode. The OLED model Nintendo Switch can play all of your current Nintendo Switch games, so there's no difference there, but the Switch Lite does have some restrictions. We also see that the OLED Switch comes with a set of Joy-Con controllers, the same as the current model Nintendo Switch. It is possible that there are some slight differences between these Joy-Cons, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with this. Also, the dock is very different from the current Nintendo Switch. The OLED Switch's dock has a built-in wired LAN port, and the LAN cable will be sold separately, while the current Nintendo Switch does not have this capability. Of course, the Switch Lite does not come with any Joy-Cons whatsoever and is not compatible with any docks. The OLED Switch is only 0.5 inches longer than the current Nintendo Switch, and it's a little bit heavier as well, coming in at 0.93 pounds. There's also a big difference between all three of the screens. As you can see here, the OLED Switch has a 7.0 OLED touchscreen, the Switch has a 6.0 LCD touchscreen, and the Switch Lite has a 5.5 LCD touchscreen. There's also a big difference with the storage. The OLED Switch beats all of the consoles, coming in at 64 gigabytes, while the Switch Lite and the regular Switch only has 32 gigabytes. And finally, the battery life for the OLED Switch is the same as the current Switch model with a better battery life at approximately 4.5 to 9 hours, and both of these consoles beat out the Switch Lite, which only has 3 to 7 hours of battery life. Now, I know a lot of you may be saying, okay, that's all good and all, but what's the difference between the current Nintendo Switch CPU and RAM compared to the brand new OLED model? Well, here's what Nintendo had to say. Nintendo has confirmed to The Verge that there is no major internal changes to the CPU or memory. Nintendo Switch OLED model does not have a new CPU or more RAM from previous Nintendo Switch models, says a Nintendo spokesperson. So there you all have it. All of the major similarities and differences between all three models of the Nintendo Switch. Now, I know a lot of people may say, this is not a big difference for me, so I'm not going to buy this, and I get it. But for me personally, I am planning on buying this Nintendo Switch model because I have the original OG Switch that I bought on day one in 2017. I don't own the better battery life Nintendo Switch or the Switch Lite, so I'm really looking forward to this. The improved dock with the wired LAN port along with the 7-inch OLED screen and the 64 gigabytes of internal storage is enough for me. We also can't forget about that wider kickstand and the stereo output in handheld mode, which is very impressive to me. Like I said, other people may say different, but hey man, it is what it is. Alright everyone, that's gonna do it for this video. What are your thoughts on everything that was discussed here? Please let me know down in the comment section. And don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And as always, remember to keep it locked here at Around the Clock. We're here, we focus on Nintendo gaming news around the clock. I'll catch you guys in the next one.